So, have you ever been part of a project that had a brilliant plan? I mean, just perfect on paper. But then it just completely fell apart when it was time to actually get it done? Well, today we're going to dig into why that happens so often and how a totally different way of making decisions, all about collaborative consensus, can be the real key to making things stick.
It's a super common story, right? And it is so frustrating. The strategy is solid, the plan looks amazing, but when the rubber meets the road, it just fizzles. And the problem usually isn't the plan itself. Nope, it's how that plan was created in the first place.
I mean, just look at this. It's like two completely different worlds. On the left, you've got that classic top-down approach, decisions made in a silo, and what do you get? Low commitment, ideas get shot down, the support is just fragile. But then look to the right. When you bring people to the table, when it's a shared decision, everything changes. The commitment is stronger, you actually get real innovation, and the support you build is there for the long haul. Okay, so the big question is, how do we get from that lonely silo on the left to that collaborative table on the right? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in thinking. It's about moving away from just giving orders and moving towards having a real conversation. And that brings us right to the heart of it, inclusive decision-making. Now, before you start thinking about endless, painful meetings, that's not what this is. This is a strategic process. It's about harnessing the collective intelligence of everyone involved. Think about it. The person on the front lines, they have insights that the folks at the top just don't. This is about tapping into all of that. This whole approach is really built on a few core principles. It's not just about asking for opinions. It's about actively creating a space where people feel safe to share their real thoughts, where different perspectives are not just welcomed, but actively looked for. That's how you really unlock the full brainpower of your team. All right, so we get the what and the why, but now let's get down to the how. How do you actually do this? Let's open up the facilitator's toolkit and look at the practical side of leading these kinds of conversations. So this is a structured process, it's not a free-for-all. As the person leading it, your job really boils down to three things. First, you've got to structure the conversation. Give it a clear framework so everyone's focused. Second, you have to manage all the different viewpoints, play traffic cop a little. And third, and this one is absolutely crucial, you have to integrate that input so people can actually see their ideas in the final decision. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's all about transforming decision-making into a genuinely shared process. Because when people go from just being told what to do to being an active part of creating the solution, their whole connection to the outcome just fundamentally changes. And this leads us to the fuel for this entire engine, empowerment. This is the secret ingredient that takes a good process and makes it a truly game-changing one. It's such a simple idea, but it's so powerful. When you truly empower people in the decision-making process, you're getting more than just their good ideas. You're earning their commitment. You're giving them real skin in the game, and that's the foundation for the kind of long-term support that so many great plans are missing. And listen, empowerment isn't just a nice-to-have. It delivers real, tangible results. You can see it right here. Commitment goes way up because people feel a sense of ownership. Innovation sparks because you're bringing all these different perspectives together. And ultimately, you build that tough, long-term support you need to actually get things across the finish line. So let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the ultimate payoff. What are the results that really stick around when you master this collaborative approach? Because what comes out of this process, it's not just another email with a new directive. No, it's something way more valuable and way more durable. Every single time you go through an inclusive process like this, you're basically making a deposit in your organization's trust bank. People learn that their voice actually matters and that leadership is willing to be open. And what do you build on top of that trust? You build a culture of accountability. Because when it becomes our decision, not just the boss's decision, everybody is way more invested in making sure it works. So when you boil it all down, it looks like this. The inclusive process builds trust. Shared ownership builds accountability. And together, as you can see, trust and accountability, well, those are the two pillars that support results that actually last. You're not just solving one problem. You're building a stronger, more resilient organization from the ground up. So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. This doesn't have to be some massive company-wide change. Just think about it. What is one conversation, just one, that you can open up this week? One decision where you can bring in just one more voice to the table. Because that small step, that's where this whole transformation really begins. Thanks for tuning in.